I'm Margaret Kavanaugh for News 3, and we continue to follow through on rental scams. They're a problem throughout Hampton Roads. And in this latest case, a young woman gave money to the person who she thought owned the property, even signing a lease and moving her things into the home. But now the property manager wants her out.
I was scrolling and I saw a listing for a 4-bedroom house for $650 a month.
Scrolling on Facebook Marketplace, 19-year-old Jaden Hickman thought she found the perfect home for her and her childhood friends to rent. She started texting with the person she thought was the owner.
He gave us the code to the lockbox. We went in the house and we viewed it. It was a beautiful home, had a washer, a dryer, had everything we needed.
$650 a month for rent seemed low, and she asked him about it.
He said he was just like, I'm a truck driver. I'm not worried about the money. I just want somebody to take care of my home.
She says she paid the application fee, a pet deposit fee, and part of first month's rent, totaling about $700.
The biggest red flag was how fast the scammer was trying to move with anything.
She says moving fast and sending strange text messages. One requested that she make a short video saying, "Thank you, Nathan, for making me your tenant, and I promise to always keep your unit clean." Then another text message telling her that he had just finished his morning prayers. She says he sent her a lease, receipts for payments, and they moved in. 2 days later, an unexpected arrival, a contractor with a police officer.
I walked up and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they were kind of just like, do you live here? And I was like, yeah, I have a whole lease. I pulled up the lease that I signed with this person. And the police officer was like, I'm sorry to tell you, but that lease is fake. And I kind of just started breaking down and, you know, like shaking, getting a little nervous.
Devastated for her and her friends.
I feel like I let them down in a sense. And it's embarrassing.
Now worried they had nowhere to live and their childhood dream crushed.
I don't know, we were all gonna have a home together. We were all gonna, you know, finally be able to do the things that we all talked about doing as children. Like growing up, we're always gonna live together. Like we were gonna build this whole community of just us, because it's always been us since we were kids.
Norfolk police sent us a copy of the police report, but much of it was redacted. I called the number associated with the person who Jaden says she had sent money to, but nobody answered. The property manager of the house told us they are unsure how the person was able to get the lockbox information, but they have now moved to a digital lockbox for that property. We also reached out to Facebook Marketplace, who did not respond. Previously, we spoke to the FBI about the prevalence of online scams.
Just in the last decade alone, you're talking exponential increase in online scams, and that's just due to the fact that more people are online and the scams work. Individuals know that they can play upon individuals' weaknesses and know that their methods are tried and true, that they will be successful.
The WTKR Investigative Team has been following through on rental scams since last summer when somebody tried to rent my house out.
How long have you owned the property?
For 2 years now.
Yeah, I actually own the property, and I'm a reporter, an investigative reporter. And
experts say many of the scammers are overseas. They say red flags are if the property seems too good to be true, if you're pressured to sign a lease quickly, and check the listing for errors and accuracy. They say to Google the property, request a tour, and do research, and don't send money until you are certain you know who you're dealing with.
Knowing that there are dangers that are lurking out there in the internet, these individuals that are overseas will stop basically at nothing to find a way that they can identify the most susceptible of our population and take the opportunity to victimize them.
It's unclear who Jaden was communicating with, but she says this whole situation has been a tough learning experience.
Just gonna save up and hopefully find a legit place and actually do it the correct way.
We have resources on our website and more information about this overall problem. Go to WTKR.com. Margaret Kavanaugh, News 3.